What's up, everybody? Today we are here to react to Tom Cruise. Apparently he had a meltdown on the set of Mission Impossible, and I don't know, but it seems like someone from the crew or some people from the crew were disrespecting the safety guidelines regarding the pandemic, the virus. Obviously this virus had completely changed a lot of industries and affected the movie theaters and movie productions greatly. And one of the things that, of course, the question is up: how are we going to create movies? How are we going to create content going forward, since there can't be a lot of gathering? So I don't really know exactly what this crew member did, but the last time I heard a big A-lister rant and meltdown like this was from Christian Bale on the set of Terminator Genesis. He had a meltdown because apparently the cinematographer was crossing his eye line, carrying some lights or something like that. That one I did not think was very justified, because even though it might be very distracting for an actor, if you need to be focused on a scene, you have people crossing his eye line. I understand his side, but at the same time, he could have just stopped and just say, can we please not do that, because it distracts me. There was no reason for a meltdown. But let's see what's the deal with the Tom Cruise meltdown, because I haven't really heard the whole thing because I wanted to do this reaction. So let's just get ready. And I don't know, and it's very weird because Tom Cruise, he has this fame of being the nicest guy. Not only that, he seems to be very dedicated to his job. He's done all his stunts, he works really hard, and he demands a lot from the crew and from the other actors. This is something a lot of people that work with him has said. But let's see what's this all about. Okay, so this is on the Sun, YouTube, 2, 3, and bam.
Gold standard.
We have a gold standard.
You're back here in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers.
Insurance government.
And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs, you
Oh my God!
Again. Ever.
Got really mad.
And if you don't do it, you're fired. If I see you do it again, you're gone.
Oh my God! Who's pointing?
That's it. And you too. And you too. And you. Don't you ever do it
Oh my
again.
God! I wish I had a video. I wanted to see who he's pointing at.
That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down.
Oh my
They're going to put food on their table or pay for their college education.
Okay, he has a point. I get it. Okay.
That's what I sleep with every night.
Oh my God, this is like 2 minutes and 48, so he keeps going.
Industry. So I'm sorry, I'm beyond your apologies. I have told you, and now I want it. And if you don't do it, you're out. We are not shutting this movie down.
He keeps raising his voice.
Is it
And everyone is
understood?
just like quiet.
If I see it again, you're gone. And so are you. So you're going to cost him his job. And I see it on the set, you're gone. And you're gone.
I would not want to be that person. Oh my gosh.
That's it. Am I clear? Do you understand what I want? Do you understand the responsibility that you have? Because I will deal with your reason. And if you can't be reasonable, and I can't deal with your logic, you're fired. That's it. That's
I wonder what exactly happened.
I trust you guys to be here. That's it.
That's it? Was that it? I guess that is it. Man, I would not, you know what? I think that's it. You keep saying that's it, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, I gotta say something here, okay? With Christian Bale, I did not side with him because I think he was a little, he was overreacting, was being a little entitled. But on this case scenario here, I have to side with Tom Cruise because if you think about it, the government can very easily shut down production if someone is infected, if they find out that someone is not following the guidelines. And I would die to be on a movie set right now, working, and learning and being there. And obviously, if you want to work during this pandemic, you need to follow the guidelines. So, I don't know exactly what this person did. Maybe this person was without a mask in the set. And obviously, this is something that he has all the right to be mad, because obviously, if you are hired to work in a huge production, and Mission Impossible is a huge production, meaning that they need a lot of people behind the scenes there. And you have this many people gathering, and you have one person slip up, and that person could potentially really shut down the production and infect everybody else. Not only that, if you are called to work during the pandemic, if you're lucky enough to be working during the pandemic in this industry, you probably had to sign a contract. You probably know about all of this. So this is probably someone just not taking it seriously. I don't really know exactly, but the meltdown is real. He's calling them names, and I'm not sure. It would be nicer to have a little more context of what exactly happened, but he was certainly pointing at people, and you too, and you too, and you too. We have a gold standard. We are like, oh my gosh, let's just hear it. We have a gold standard.
You're back here in Hollywood making movies right now because of us.
So he's saying that all Hollywood is looking at them because they're a huge production. How are you guys working? How are you making movies right now? And one thing that a lot of people say about Tom Cruise, like I said in the very beginning, is that he is very demanding, and he's very kind of like a perfectionist. He wants his movie to do well. He wants people to enjoy it, and obviously he's demanding. He wants people to follow the guidelines, and I can't disagree with him here. In this case scenario, I am very surprised, because he's supposed to be the nicest guy, and he's just like going in this major rant. See what else he's saying?
Because they believe in us.
Because they believe in us. What we're doing.
I'm on the phone with every studio at night.
It's like I'm the whole night with a studio and wow. I mean, think about the responsibility that is behind this guy's back. At this point of his career, he's definitely. And then there's a point in this whole conversation that he said, we're not shutting this movie down. But like I said, there are things that are going, like they could force him to close down if someone is infected. This is a health issue. So obviously he has a huge responsibility here. He must be really stressed out. Just to make a movie alone is already stressed out. And usually actors only need to worry about acting, saying their lines, getting a good performance, which is already stressful enough. But now having to worry about, being the executive producer, having to worry about the safety of all the crew, and having to worry about all of this stuff. Not only that, kind of setting up the example to other major studios. I can't say I would be mad at him for doing this, because the guy's kind of right, like you have to understand, if you sign up for this, you cannot just forget about it and just not do it. But the only thing I really would like to know, let's see if they wrote it here. The Hollywood megastar has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to enforce tight social distance rules during the filming taking place in Britain. And he flew into a rage after spotting two of the crew standing within 2 meters of each other. Oh, so this is what was happening. Okay. An audio tape captured crews shouting, "If I see you do this again, you effing gone." And if anyone on this crew does it, that's it. And you too, and you too, and you don't ever effing do it again. And it's just like F this and F that. 50 members of the staff at Warner Bros. Studios in Leavesden, Herts, were left stunned by the angry outburst. Damn. I mean, could he have handled the situation a little bit differently? Perhaps yes. I mean, we can always be a little more, I don't know. we just don't know the level of stress that he's going through. Like I said, there's a lot of responsibility behind this guy's back, and you know, you're already working in a major movie. It's already such a how can I say, it's a privilege, I have to call it like that, because so many productions have closed down. You know, he's talking about a lot of jobs that we're creating, and you guys are messing it up, meaning that they have a responsibility to make sure that this movie goes forward, that people do not get infected, that, you know, because if one person is sick, they might have to shut down, just like it happened with Batman. But producers, I don't know, guys. See, he's just saying, like, all basic what he's saying here. All these major movie productions, they're looking at them. But yes, that's it. That's my reaction. I actually, in this case scenario, I have to side with Tom. I don't think that he's doing anything wrong here. You know, obviously he could have handled it a little bit differently, but he must have been really angry. I don't know exactly if this is something that is being occurring, and then this time he just exploded. But wow, I wonder if we're gonna have a little more context on this. Anyways, guys, that is my reaction, and that is the video audio. Let me know what you think on the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you